MeteoMark Weather Show. Let's take a look at some viewers sending photos here from Lucas D. from Linden, Texas. Take a look at some of these photos. Now, most of these are nature photos, and as you can see, we have a very large bird here. Very large bird. It looks like some kind of falcon, or it looks like something related to the, not quite eagle, but it's hard to tell here, but he caught some very nice captures here of this very large bird up here in the trees, and as you can see, it looks like in some of these photos there might be more than one of them. So this is the season for wildlife to get going across northeast Texas and for most of the southern states for that matter. So very nice photos here, Lucas, and he leaves us with a very nice sunset here. Things are really starting to look warm down south here, and I'll have a story of exactly how much severe weather Linden, Texas through Dallas and areas southward could see. Let's get right into that all-important precipitation outlook. Here in the Pacific Northwest, we're going to be dealing with some heavy precipitation likely in the form of mostly rain over the next, say, 4 to 5 days. And then we get back east here. It's mainly the southeastern portion of the United States, stretching up towards the Carolinas, Virginia, and Maryland, and maybe extreme southeastern Pennsylvania, where we'll see some of those rain, actually more on the frozen precipitation variety, and I'll discuss that into further detail. Speaking of those severe weather, let's take a look at those severe weather hazards here across, mainly during the day, late Saturday, across much of northeast Texas here. That is the area we could see that moderate to almost borderline high risk. I'm not putting in the high risk, but moderate risk, which is very elevated for this time of year, from Dallas over to Linden and extending southward down just north of Houston. General thunderstorms, garden variety storms, non-severe storms will be on the outer periphery of this. Let's take a look at that surface map extending on into the middle to latter portion of the weekend. As you can see across much of the country here, we got high pressure, mainly in the north central portion, but that will keep the system, as you can see here in the southeast, that same system that produced severe weather on Saturday in Texas will continue to push up towards the mid-Atlantic for Sunday and into early Monday. And as you can see, that will spread a wintry mix and even some snow up towards West Virginia, western North Carolina, basically the western Carolinas, up to possibly as far north as southeastern Pennsylvania. So we're going to have to watch this, but it should slide off the coast without affecting too many people into the northeast because of this very strong high anchored up here. So we're not going to see this system really move up the coast because of this blocking high. So let's take a look at those hazards quickly for your Sunday afternoon into Monday. That's where we'll see across much of the mid-Atlantic here. We could see that system move up the southeastern Appalachians and just off the coast here. So we'll watch this. It's not looking like a blockbuster storm, but some areas could see upwards of 3 to 6 inches out of this system. So if you're from Harrisburg on southward into the Appalachians, especially the western Carolinas, West Virginia, and western Virginia for that matter, especially southwestern Virginia, you want to keep an eye on this system because as the models continue to work this out, things could become quite interesting. I'll have a 5-day outlook for my hometown viewers in the next 30 seconds. Don't forget to like me on Facebook at MeteoMark, subscribe to me on YouTube at MeteoMark.com. Here's that 5-day outlook for my hometown viewers in the Susquehanna region of New York, Susquehanna region of northeast Pennsylvania. Take a look at this. We're heading on into the weekend, basically the mid to high portion of the weekend. We're cooling it off just slightly, but this is much warmer than we've seen it in recent days, and we'll continue that cooling trend into the first part of the work week and then extend that basically a moderate temperature scale. We're averaging below normal for this time of year, but at least it's not those sub-zero temperatures we've been dealing with. Like I said, that system on Monday should stay to the south, so we shouldn't see any major precipitation out of that. We head on into the middle portion of the week and we should be looking okay, just a little on the chilly side. But like I said, some days we could get above freezing here. No large-scale systems to speak of, maybe approaching an Alberta Clipper-style system later in the week. That's going to do it for MeteoMark.